Tanto Tuesday, everybody. It's Tanto Tuesday Shop Talk. I'm going to try and make it quick as possible. I'm only going to throw one knife probably. Before I get started, I'm on a roll on these budget-friendly knives. I seem to be making people really happy showing budget-friendly knives. I'm showing it for those that can't afford expensive knives. And these knives, I've put them through the test, and they're holding up great. And the ones I'm going to show you today, they're like 35 bucks and down. Yep. But before I do that, this is probably the best Tanto. This is the best fixed blade I bought this year. And this is the buck ground combat. Okay. So I suggest you do keep this in your collection. I've used mine. I haven't retired it yet. It's like the day that I start thinning out my collection, they'll be labeled as used. So when you think about it, when you get something like this for really inexpensive, it's not so bad, is it? But yeah, this is a fantastic knife. That's the buck ground combat knife. So I wanted to show that. That's just show. And then I wanted to show this because I absolutely love the leather sheath on this. This is my Master Tanto, and I showed it last Tuesday, so I'm not going to show it again. I threw it last Tuesday, but I really like what I did with the sheath on this. This is that lighter ounce. I think this was 6-ounce leather instead of the real thick I've been using, but it really worked out well with this. And then I just put the nylon sheath back on it because the handle's so high, and it just worked out great, and I absolutely loved it. It's so comfortable. Which reminds me, I always do that at the beginning. My Spyderco, hear that sand? I got to clean it up. Spyderco Tenacious, I used that quite a bit today. Custom my car to scales. And then this thing, I used the heck out of it. This is day 2 with the leather sheath. And what was good about today, yesterday I told you I got it a little bit wet, like in the rain. I got my sheath soaked. In fact, let's take a look at it. This is the SOG Seal FX, and it's a modified sheath. It's the one where I did the leather. It held up pretty good, huh? I'm talking, my clothes were soaking wet, okay? My hat, my glasses, my clothes, my shirt, my pants, everything was soaking wet. It's not even damp right now. And I'm gonna clean it up and oil it because it's been exposed to really harsh stuff today. And it went down about 2 feet in the ground too. Yep, kind of hosed it off. I'm gonna leave that out. That's the SOG Seal FX. It's not a Tanto. Okay, here's some budget-friendly knives. I want to start with this Orla. I customized the micarta scales on it. Let's see if I have any information on it. This is the Orla Tanto fixed blade knife, model number OLX-004. I'm just gonna say Tanto fixed blade knife. It's 420 high carbon steel. Comes in this molded sheath. And here's my custom micarta scales I did on it. It is a 2-tone 420 high carbon steel. See that? It's very sharp. It throws well. I was very surprised because look at the width of that blade. Did a little jipping on there. I was really pleased with the way this one came out. Feels great in the hand. Very sharp, razor sharp. Still is. But that's the Orla. Okay, now Orla, that's the very first thing I bought from Orla was the ferro rods I was telling y'all about. And these fit on every sheath, and this happens to be the Orla sheath. But yeah, then all of a sudden I just started looking at their knives and gave it a shot. They're, it's like budget friendly. 20-something bucks I think on that one. Yep. So that's the Orla Tanto fixed blade knife. I might throw it, but I have my mind set on one I think I'm going to throw, or 2. Okay, we'll go to Smith & Wesson, very budget friendly. Both of these are around 30 bucks. This is the Smith & Wesson SW7. And I want to apologize. I had a subscriber ask if there was any rattle. And yep, there's a little rattle, but it's not going anywhere. It really fits in there. Now what I'm going to do, I've done a couple of short videos. I'll take my, there it is sitting in the drawer. I'll take my heating gun later. I have to do that on a lot of sheaths, different brands. Sometimes the molded sheath just has that rattle or it doesn't fit. If I take a heating gun, you can use a dryer. And check out my short videos. I've shown it twice on how to do it. It's very easy. Set in the clamp, heat it up, slip your knife in there, have a rag, just hold it, and you'll get rid of that rattle, okay? This doesn't bother me so much in this because of the way it locks in. That's not going anywhere, okay? So this is the Smith & Wesson SW7. It has that gray finish on it. Let's see, this is a 9CR 17 MOV steel, high carbon steel, and rubber handle. I've thrown this a lot in my board. It really throws nice. It's well balanced. I love the rubber grip on it. Okay, you got your lanyard. That's your Smith & Wesson SW7. I started to bring a couple of folders out, but I'm going to close it with this. This is the Smith & Wesson 24/7. Okay, that's not quite the sheath, I don't think. I think it's over there. One of my buddies here, Chris, told me I need to label my sheaths. Actually, it worked kind of fine. I just recognize that's not a Smith & Wesson sheath. Anyway, this is the Smith & Wesson 24/7. This is 8CR 13 MOV steel with a satin finish, Tanto blade. And there's my custom micarta scales on it. This happens to be one of the first micarta scales I did. So it's got its imperfections, and I've kind of gotten better at it, but it serves its purpose. I kind of wanted a more brilliant red, but I'm okay with it because that canvas micarta feels great. And this is a really nice balanced knife. I'll probably end up throwing that. That's the Smith & Wesson 24/7. I saw these last night when I was doing my little update on my custom micarta scales, you know what I mean? So I kind of just saw them. These are hanging in there. So I'll probably take one of them, or maybe the Smith & Wesson. It'll be one of these two and throw them. I'll decide in a minute. Okay, guys. Wow, I'm on a roll at work. I'll tell you, that problem I had yesterday, at 7 o'clock I started on it because I finished everything else. I got right to it, fixed it right away. But I will tell you, I had my headlamps on my hat. You know, it's the kind of LED lights there. And I opened up the shut-off valve for the irrigation, the lid. And I opened it up, it's dark, open it up, and there's a pygmy rattler in there. Yep. That we got them in Florida, I tell you, and those things are bad. They are bad, very poisonous. So I scurried on out, and I let my manager know because she knows where all these places are in case there's an emergency and she needs to shut off in case I'm not there. But I told her about this, watch it. But anyway, on the way home I had to pick up supplies, and I picked up some rat repellent. I was going to do mothballs, but I'm going to pour that in there. I think it crawled around and went in my shop. Yeah, I have my shop door open. I like leaving it open all day long. The guests and owners like that too. I just don't like being closed in. I work outside all day. I'm doing my best to hit 10 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I don't talk to anybody during the day. I mean, this is it until my wife gets home. So I need to get out there and throw a little bit. My hand's feeling better. Y'all take care and sog out.